Dear colleagues and dear friends, it's a great honor for me to be here in scenic Cyprus to have exchanges with you. My speech will focus on the Global Civilization Initiative and the construction of an international order based on multipolarity. The multipolarity has long been a fundamental trend in the evolution of the world landscape and a realistic choice for human society to make progress. Building an international order based on multipolarity is conducive for each member of the international community to express fully its own position and claims, to facilitate in-depth dialogue and mutual learning among different countries, to maintain the world peace and prosperity. So, how should we promote the establishment of a multipolar international order? Every country has its own views and claims. Here, I would like to see that the Global Civilization Initiative proposed by President Xi Jinping in Beijing in 2023 puts forward, in fact, a strong theoretical framework and an operational action plan for a multipolar international order, although it's not directly focused on the construction of this order. It aims to advocate and deepen exchanges and mutual understanding among different civilizations to enhance the democratization of international relations so as to promote the development of the international system in the direction of multipolarity and equilibrium. This initiative proposes to jointly advocate as four main points: the respect for the diversity of civilizations, the promotion of common values of all mankind, the importance of civilizational inheritance and innovation, and the strengthening of international people to people exchanges and cooperation. So, I will develop my ideas from the following four aspects. First, building a multipolar international order requires genuine recognition of and respect for the diversity of human cultures and civilizations and their differences. Cultural diversity is a common heritage of humanity and should be recognized and affirmed for the benefit of present and future generations, as confirmed by the Universal Declaration on Cultural Diversity in 2001. World peace and development fundamentally require acknowledging and honoring such cultural diversity. Cultural diversity serves as a vital source of dynamism for global development. The cultural differences between nations and states should never be obstacles to exchanges and cooperation. The 50 years experience of diplomatic relations between China and Europe has amply demonstrated that cooperation between our two sides based on differences has achieved world-renowned success. It's precisely because we are different that we have the possibility to combine our complementary advantages and realize win-win cooperation. Second, building a multipolar international order requires to cultivate a broad consensus on the preservation and promotion of the common values of all humankind, without ideological confrontation. Human civilizations have come in different colors, but they also share a series of common values such as peace, development, equity, justice, democracy, and freedom, which are the common pursuits of all peoples in the world. Regarding these common values, different civilizations and nations differ in their understanding and approaches to practice. Moreover, as countries worldwide are at different stages of development, the pathways to realizing these shared values and the priorities they face vary according to their respective development phases. Therefore, the formation of a genuine multipolar international order requires meticulously safeguarding the diverse approaches adopted by different nations in realizing the common values of humanity. We should adopt a broad-minded attitude in appreciating the interpretations of different civilizations on these values and refrain from imposing their own values and models on others and from stoking ideological confrontations. Third, building a multipolar international order requires to support countries in carrying forward and innovating their own civilizations and to respect their independent choice of development pathways. The Global Civilization Initiative advocates attaching importance to civilizational inheritance and innovation, and advocates that all countries and peoples should carry forward their distinct civilizations and independently select development models suited to their national conditions, thus enabling each civilization to shine in its own unique way. Within the global garden of civilizations, every country has the right to fully explore the contemporary value of its historical and cultural heritage, to promote the creative transformation and innovative development of its own outstanding traditional culture in the process of modernization. Of course, the Global Civilization Initiative also calls upon all countries to base their development strategies on national realities while drawing on international experiences to inherit their historical and cultural heritage while integrating modern civilizational development so as to consolidate the foundation of a multipolar international order with the diversified patterns of modernization and the development of human societies. Fourth, building a multipolar international order requires to deepen international people-to-people exchanges and cooperation, jointly building the foundation of public support grounded in mutual understanding and affinity. The Global Civilization Initiative advocates for strengthening international people-to-people exchanges and cooperation, enriching the content of exchanges and expanding channels for collaborations, which form an important drive for human progress and global peace and development. Among different nations and countries, we should create more opportunities through diverse forms of cultural and artistic exchanges, educational cooperation, tourism interactions, and professionals exchanges, and so on. These efforts will enhance mutual understanding and trust among different peoples, break down barriers, eliminate misunderstanding, and foster appreciation for each other's strengths. They will promote affinity among peoples, consolidating the foundation of public support for constructing a multipolar international order. Dear colleagues and dear friends, to build a multipolar international order requires all countries to jointly uphold multilateralism and resolutely resist unilateralism and hegemony. Both China and Europe are key players in the multipolar world landscape. A multipolar international order needs cooperation based on equality and mutual benefit among countries. Any form of unilateralism or hegemony is unacceptable. China actively advocates for the building of an equal and orderly world multipolarity. Equal means upholding the principle that all countries, regardless of size, are equals. Orderly means ensuring the overall stability and constructive nature of the multipolarization process. After 50 years of development, China-Europe relations now carry greater strategic significance, having long transcended bilateral dimensions to exert global influence. As outstanding representatives of Eastern and Western civilizations, China and Europe should proactively join hands to fulfill their vital roles as two major powers, advancing multipolarity, two major market forces supporting globalization, two major civilizations advocating diversity. Together, they can advance the establishment and effective functioning of a multipolar international order, demonstrating their responsibilities, strengths, and commitments as major powers. Thank you very much.